Hey everypony! I am Pinkie Pie, and I am ready to read you part 2 of the story Pinkie Pie Psychologist, written by MasterWeaver. This chapter is called Restraining Regrets and Rationalization. Now, I originally recorded this and did the whole chapter, and it was too long to put on YouTube, so we're just going to do about half of it, or at least 10 minutes in. So, bear with me. Alrighty, let's get started. Oh, and also I should mention, I'm working on my Derpy Hooves voice. She is pretty big in this chapter, so if it's not perfect, I apologize. I'm working on it. Alright. Every day she looked into the face of her little muffin and put on a mask. A smile, a hoof through the mane, a happy trip to school, except on weekends, and then chaos at the post office. But that was work. The stares of ponies who didn't understand, who didn't know, the futile efforts at comforting from ponies who thought they understood. All the while wearing a smile, trying her darndest to convince those watching that yes, she was stable, and yes, she could handle it all, and no, she did not kiss her daughter to bed just so she wouldn't see her mother crying herself to sleep. At least, she could count on the confectionery business to feed her addiction. She didn't even know why she had it, but what the hey, she liked muffins. Muffins. And this day started out like every other day, which was why she was surprised when a pink pony popped out of her postal bag mid-flight. "Derpy well?" Pinkie Pie waved, accidentally dislodging a few envelopes. "Hey, I just thought you needed a quick chat-up." For some inexplicable reason, she was wearing glasses. "How are things with you? Is Dinky doing good in school and stuff? Also, maybe we should land. Up to you, of course, but if I were you, I'd be thinking of having a pony in one satchel and on the other could unbalance my flight path, and also I'd be white." Derpy Hooves blinked, trying to bring her eyes into focus before giving up and descending. Even she couldn't understand Pinkie Pie sometimes. "What in the blue doing in hair anyway? I told you I wanted to talk with you." The party pony hopped out of the bag, shaking like a dog to dislodge even more envelopes. Derpy noted with some amusement that she was also wearing her winter wrap-up vest. Given that this was the middle of spring, it boded ill that Pinkie was prepared to break some ice. She instinctively glanced up, looking for wayward clouds. No, the weather team seemed to have a sunny day scheduled. "Okay, what do you want to talk about?" "Oh, whatever, anything." Pinkie was grinning. "Just whatever. Tell me anything." "You're pink?" Derpy ventured. "You're right! I'm like super pink, except my mane's more of a future and I don't have pink eyes, but Rainbow Dash doesn't. Hey! If Rainbow Dash and I switched eyes, we'd have awesome matching colors all over our body, except Dash gets the whole chromatic knitting. And oh my gosh, do you think Dash wears contacts because she could be a total rainbow? Because that would make total sense, but the only way I know for sure is to remove her eyeballs, and that's not a surgical technique I'm allowed to do. And speaking of eyeballs, you have very pretty golden ones." Said very pretty golden eyeballs were spinning around more than usual in their attempt to follow the pink ponies bouncing around and their confused owner. Derpy shook her head, managing to focus. "Oh, thank you. I really gotta get these letters delivered, so if you don't mind," she suddenly peered at her own muzzle and growled. "I mean, if you don't mind, I'll just be getting back on the job, okay?" "Okie dokie, I'll help." "No, that's really not—" Her words were lost to the blur of pink gathering up the lost letters and stuffing them haphazardly into her saddlebags. "No, seriously, I can't ask you to—" "Silly Billy, you don't need to ask." Pinkie giggled brightly, nudging her glasses up. "I've already decided to stay with you all day long!" Derpy Hooves stared at her. She smiled back. "Oh, look, gummy!" The Pegasus pointed randomly and then bolted. "Wait, where?" Pinkie glanced around briefly before realizing she'd been had. She flicked her hoof up and clicked her tongue. "Shoo! Curse my jester instincts!" "Here you go. A letter for Romana, 4 for Minuet, and 2 for Colgate." The blue unicorn took the letters with a raised eyebrow. "Derpy Hooves, you don't know how lucky you are. You only have one name." "2. "What?" "Well, I used to be Ditsy-Doo, but then—" Derpy shrugged. "It's a long and sordid story, Romana, Colgate, Minuet. I have no wish to discuss it." "Fair enough. Still, sorting through all this mail can be a hassle." She gave the mailmare a tense smile. "I'm not blaming you or anything, just saying." "It's okay, I blunderhand completely." The Pegasus groaned. "Understand. Sorry about that. Pinkie startled me earlier." "Really?" "She popped out of my mailbags and said she'd follow Tree all day long." "Oh, The pink unicorn coughed. You may not want to turn around then. Derpy blinked. Then she sighed. She's right behind me, isn't she? Well, I'm not right behind you. I'm a bit to the left, but I guess that's close enough to be considered behind. The male mare gave Romana a long, suffering look, which was returned with a sympathetic smile, and then turned around to face the party pony, who was still inexplicably wearing glasses and a vest. Okay, what do you want, Pinkie? Oh, just to talk and whatever. The other pony waved a hoof vaguely. How are things with you and Pinkie? Absolutely perfect. Derpy gave Pinkie a withering glare. Why, do you have some sort of problem with us? Nope, not me. I actually think you're kind of adorable together. Even the party pony could see she'd stepped into a minefield. I was just curious anyway. I didn't mean to imply anything. Sorry. If you want to talk about something else, like pancakes or regular cakes or cupcakes or cheesecakes or wedding cakes. The Pegasus sighed, rubbing her forehead. I need a muffin. Instantaneously, Pinkie produced a tray of warm muffins. Sure thing! I've got blueberry, cranberry, apple, pumpkin, barley, alcohol, chocolate, banana, coconut. Barley, thanks. That'll be 5 bits! Derpy handed her coins casually, taking the preferred pastry and biting into it. Muffy goodness. Her spirits lifted somewhat as she walked further down the road. Right, there were 2 letters for Pokey Pierce, and then 3 more for Lemon Hearts. Her ears flicked as she heard the sound of hooves behind her. Yes, Pinkie? I didn't say anything. With a roll of her eyes, the male mare knocked on the next door. Pokey opened it with a smile. Hey there, Derpy. And, he waved nervously at Pinkie. Don't worry, Mr. Pierce. The baker narrowed her eyes. Business comes before pleasure, and right now I'm being paid. Wait, what? Derpy Hooves gave Pinkie a confused look. You said you just wanted to talk with me. Yep, that's what I'm being paid for. You would play glue to talk to 3? Sorry, doctor-patient confidentiality. You're a doctor? Pokey asked with wide-eyed fear. Because I'm totally sorry about what happened, and I won't do it again. I'm not that kind of doctor, Mr. Pierce. You can thank your lucky stars for that. The Pegasus held up a hoof. Wait, hold on. Some pony paid you to stalk me all day long? Well, not exactly. They paid me for results, and the stalking thing is just a method. Derpy narrowed her eyes. So, this again. If any pony has an issue on how I'm treating my daughter, they can tell me to my face, Miss Pie. Your presence is neither required nor preferred. Oh, this isn't about your daughter, believe you me. Pinkie wrapped a conspirational foreleg around the seething male mare. In fact, if any pony tries to change anything about you and your relationship with Pinkie, I might have to break out my special cupcakes for them. You two deserve each other. She smiled broadly. Your Auntie Pinkie is here whenever you need her. Pokey coughed. With a start, Derpy Hooves handed him his mail. Oh, sorry, it's just, well... She gestured at Pinkie helplessly. I don't blame you. She's scarier than Nightmare Moon. It's good to know you have such a high opinion of me, Mr. Pierce. The unicorn clapped his hooves to his mouth when he'd realized what he just said. He shut the door quickly in a futile attempt to hide from the cold blue gaze of Pinkie Diane Pie. After a moment, Derpy sighed. Look, if you're gonna be with me while I'm lurking, I not to hair my customers, okay? Okie dokie dokie! Instantly, Pinkie was back to her normal bouncy self. Derpy sighed. It was going to be a long day, wasn't it? Alright, and it looks like that's a good stopping point, because the author has put a little break. So, I guess we'll quit there. I will be doing the rest of part 2, for sure. And then if you guys want part 3, just leave me some comments. Let me know. Hopefully you guys like this fiction so far. I know I do. I think it's pretty great. And I'm sorry about the voices. I know there's not well, as far as I know, there's not a voice for Colgate at this point, so I just kind of came up with something on the spot. So I apologize for that if it doesn't suit her. I don't know her very well. But, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys. I hope you like. Bye.